Blessings and greetings, angels. Thank you for joining me. This is Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all, your long-standing Sagittarius only theme channel here on YouTube. One of the original ones created for the Sagittarius community. I thank you so much for joining me and continue to show your support by sharing, liking, commenting, and most of all, subscribing to the content. Let's get started as we now are entering into the final week of August in the year 2024. This is your general reading, which will be followed by your general love reading, which will conclude the messages for the month of August 2024. We'll then be tapping into the energies of September and what September brings for Sagittarius. As always, please share, like, and comment. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscription button. It doesn't cost you anything to share, like, comment, or to subscribe. I do this here freely for my love of being a Sag. All that I ask is that you show your appreciation back by doing one of those things. Okay, let's get started. You're going to see some new decks, or I shouldn't say new in the sense that they're brand new as far as purchase, but for those of you who may be joining me for the first time, or those of you who've forgotten, I do rotate my decks. Every month I rotate my decks, so you will see a variety of the many decks that I have. As always, I welcome your comments below on any particular deck that you would like to see used more often. So the decks that you're seeing here today that I am ending the energies with of August will be the decks that I will be using in the beginning and start of our September messages. First, we're going to start off with some affirmations to end our week, to just get us through this Labor Day weekend until we start the fresh new week of September. But as you know, affirmations are positive words that you can use daily in your life, and no matter what situation you are, to keep you focused, to keep you positive, to keep negative and toxic energy from taking hold of you. If you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. You know we're travelers, you know we're adventurers, you know we're optimistic people. And yes, Saggies, we do obey the rules, but sometimes we like to break them just a tad little bit. Because what fun is it if we play it safe all the time? The next message we get is, far too many people are looking for the right person instead of trying to be the right person. So Sagittarius, sometimes that's our problem in life when it comes to love and relationships. We're always seeking for the perfect person. Sometimes who we seek represents what we resemble in our own selves. So if we're seeking a perfect person, that means therefore we must be a perfect person, correct? Because we wouldn't want to attract anything less than what we are. And then finally, a bird on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, because her trust is not on the tree branch, but on her own wings. Always believe in yourself. So this week, as you end the month of August, despite whatever difficulties or challenges, or even if you had a great month of August, know that no matter where you are in your branch of life, in your journey, that as long as you believe in yourself, you can get up from your fall. You can stand tall and celebrate in your wins, because you are worthy and you know that you are. So I love that message for you. The other messages we have as we end this final week: the witch energy, justice is coming with the energy of 9. Those of you who are waiting some type of court appeal, a final verdict, some type of conclusion or resolution in some type of situation where you feel you want to be vindicated, whether it is in love, whether it is on your job, with your family, something where you felt you were wrongly accused or faulted, or you are owed compensation, your justice is coming. Just be patient and wait. With the message of gray, endings are inevitable. As we transition out of the month of August with the energy of 37, which is 10 is 1, some of you might be venturing into the month of September alone. You might break ties with certain people because you've outgrown them or you're no longer aligned with them. You might be breaking up certain romantic relationships because they're no longer your cup of tea or you don't see eye to eye. But you know that you're not alone. And I think through many of us, through this long journey, some of us longer than others, we've come to realize that breakups and starting over and getting back up and doing it all over again, that endings are inevitable. And I think when you become not so much comfortable with that, but you understand that endings have to happen in order for us to transition to new beginnings, then the pain of the loss, the pain of the ending is a little bit more easier to deal with. With the energy of 7, Sword, make the change. For some of you, it's been a struggle to make changes in your life. It's been a struggle to let go of some of those endings or to let go of the bad habits or the connections and ties and the substances that you might be attracted to or the way of life. But when you look in the mirror each day, you do see yourself making a change. You do see yourself adapting. And as you continue to do that, you will continue to see yourself grow and blossom. At the bottom of the deck with the energy of 21, which would be 3, the Clover, release your guilt. Some of you might be feeling guilty because you had to leave certain people behind or you had to part ways with people because of where you want to go in life and where they're holding you back. Don't feel guilty for the choices that you make for the benefit and the good of your life, Sagittarius. If anything, the people that were holding you back, the people who criticized you, the people who were jealous and envious of you, they should be guilty. Your spiritual message for today is, if you think you're alone, you're not. Your angels and ancestors want you to know that at all times, Sagittarius, they are beside you. Even in your challenges that you face. Trust that the outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. They have your best interests at heart, and they're sending their love to you. I really sense that this message is from someone who may have passed recently and transitioned recently, and you're feeling this loss very deeply. They want you to know that in the spirit world, they are looking down for you and upon you. They still love you. They still have your back. They're there watching you. They're sending you signs and signals. They just want you to stand strong and keep the faith. Our goddess message for today is, I am content in all circumstances. Use your gift of being content in all circumstances when you notice you're unhappy with how things are. Try believing that things are the way how they are for reasons that you do not know. It may not be possible for you to have a belief in understanding why things happen the way that they do. But strive to return to the state that no matter what's going on, you're not going to feel discontent. You're not going to feel sadness. You're going to feel joy for the opportunity of having experience, for having been. And I feel that ties in with the energy for those of you who do have to release certain people or release certain energies or release certain ways of thinking and doing, because you do want to forge forward, that it's okay to do so, and you don't have to feel sad about it. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You just be and exist for the change and where you are in your life. This is warranted. The animal spirit energy for the end of August is the tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. For some of you, letting go and moving off in a different direction and parting ways with certain ideas or way of thinking of people is because you're being called to a higher calling. You have an opportunity, a job, a task at hand where it's no time to take the weak links along with you. You need strong people, motivated people, positive people who are aligned in the same path and journey and with the same dignity and strength and fortitude, which requires you to lead in the direction that you're going. We also have Archangel Raphael with the Knight of Raphael saying to make a wish, your dreams become reality. It's a joyful time of life. For some of you, this change is actually your own dreams manifesting into reality. You just don't see it yet. With the Page of Michael, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So for those of you who are leadership qualities and you might be signing new contracts or putting new rules and regulations into place, your networking, your intellectual property, anything in which there are plans, documentation, drawings, anything that needs to be protected, anything that can be stolen or taken away, which can deplete your energy as far as your income or your design or your capability to have a strong business fortitude or to go ahead with a particular project which can be wealthy for you. Make sure that you look at all contracts. Make sure you don't sign certain things without legal representation. Make sure you check the dotted line and cross those T's, not once but twice, sometimes even 3 times. So be very strategic in your moves as you lead and as you sign certain documents. With the Nine of Michael, your worries are necessary, Sagittarius, Archangel Michael says. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release your feelings of guilt, worry, or regret to the angels. So for some of you, really, you hold a heavy heart. Like, it really bothers you that certain people no longer are aligned with you, or certain people no longer, riding by your side. And I get it. It's hurtful when people we fall in love with or people we've entrusted our confidence and, our life with disappoint us, or we have to go in a different direction from them, or they leave us to leave this path open for us to go further along our journey. It can be very heartbreaking, but we've gotten the message twice about dealing with guilt. So hopefully as you go into the new September energies, you're going to be stronger. And as you go further into your new opportunities and you meet new exciting people, you're going to be able to feel less of this guilt. And you're going to take more strength in the pride that you made the right decision. In the middle of this deck, we get the message, you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. You, Sagittarius, your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You're not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. So as you release the guilt, maybe some of the guilt that you feel is that you are competing with others. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones, showing gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come. Your best days are ahead of you, Sagittarius. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So just think, even though you might be losing certain position or certain status or certain people in your life, you don't know what is ahead of you. You don't know what the opportunities that lie ahead of you. Isn't that exciting that even if you have to lose some things in your life, that in the end, you will gain so much more? When there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, ask for our help, the angels and your ancestors say. Then trust your intuition, as most often the answer, as always, and the guidance will be delivered to you intuitively within you. We are with you always. So for those of you who feel that you're alone, those of you who are crying out for help, those of you who are crying out for guidance, those of you who have this heavy guilt because of the changes going on in your life and maybe a little bit of the uncertainty and the anxiety that you carry with it, your angels and your ancestors want you to really stressing in this message how much they are here for you and not to be afraid. With the message of relax, breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it should be, yes. The people that leave your life, or the people that you have to leave, the situations or circumstances that you have to remove yourself from, it's not by coincidence. These breakdowns, these separations, these endings happen because they need to. So relax. Take it easy. It's all according to God's divine plan. With the energy and card of beauty, surround yourself, Sagittarius, with the simple pleasures of life. Beauty is the language of the divine. Don't stress yourself with the difficult challenges. Don't stress yourself of the major headaches and strife in life. Enjoy the beauty and the simple pleasures in life, and it will help you to see your purpose. It will help you to remain calm and to relax during the changes and transitions that you go through. And finally, with the beautiful energy of shine, step into the light, Sagittarius, because you are a gift to the world. And for many of you, as you step away from a past that you no longer associate with or that you have outgrown, you are able to shine because you now are recognizing your individual beauty. You can relax because you realize what you went through in the past has led you to where you need to be right now in the present. With the message of intuition, again, a reminder, most of the questions and the feelings and the answers that we need about the things that we're going through in our life is already within us. Just take the time to detox, to detach from the world and the people and energies around you and be within yourself, and you will hear your inner voice and the inner counsel within you, giving you the guidance that you need. For your working success this week in careers, some of you might be shaking hands, like I said, in negotiations. But before you do that, again, make sure you cross all your T's, dot all your I's, and make sure everything is in the up and up. But some of you might be coming to a close, like I said, getting some type of retribution or getting some type of closure or judgment in your favor. The money tree, which could lead to money. Some of you could be sealing deals or getting paid, like I said, in compensation for money that has been long overdue to you, money due to compensation, money due to lawsuits now finally being settled. But there's some type of money coming your way in a vast amount. Credit repair. For many of you, if you are coming into money and your credit isn't that great, this is a great time to take some of that money, some of this unexpected money or expected money that you have coming your way, and repair your credit, especially if you want to venture off and do things as far as opening up your own business and just buying a home or making big ticket purchases, anything where your credit needs to be looked into. And if you have the money, this is the time to do it. In the middle of the deck, we get entrepreneur. Some of you, like I said, you might take this money, and this could be the money that you can finally invest into yourself with your own designs of ownership, having your own company, you know, calling the shots, your dream job, your dream store, your dream life. At the bottom of the deck with toxic work environment, for many of you, coming into money is something that you dream of because you're tired of the toxic corporate work environment. So you're really looking for an angle. You're really looking for a way out of that type of energy. I'm accepting to learn the things I can't change. And when we do that, life sails just a little bit more smoother. So I love that for us. I recognize that challenges are the best way to learn. Like I said, you know, the painful past and the things and the people that we have to leave behind, they're all part of our life lessons, and they forge us through onto the present of where we need to be along our journey. I bring a state of perfect harmony to my world, enjoying the peace that you have, enjoying and embracing the changes that you go through in your life is so important to where you are in your journey. all the struggles that you have gone through brings you to this peace of harmony that you are now enjoying. Many of you have not even known a peace that you have known before until now, because you're able to let go of the past. You're able to release what doesn't work for you. In closing, let's go to the tarot. So we get the Six of Swords in reverse. Some of you might be refusing to leave the past or to leave your certain situation. Could be because you still have things that you need to muster through, things that you're still undecided, or your own stubborn will, Sagittarius, that won't let you leave a particular situation. And why? Because you, the Emperor in reverse, you're not leading. You're letting someone else take charge. So for many of you where your change is coming through, your life is changing, doors are opening, you're getting settlements, money's coming your way, you're in charge. You've taken charge of your life. Others of you where you refuse to leave the past or you refuse to change your ways, you're staying in the same situation that you're in, is because you gave a long time ago your leadership, your ability to lead to the other person or to the people around you. Look at this. All reversals. The Nine of Pentacles. That it even stops. You've lost the incentive to work towards your own life. So you've got to get back your strength, those of you who are not in a positive way as we end this month of August. You've got to gain back your strength to take the lead and take what is yours and do what you want to do, and stop letting other people call the shots. Yeah, we got all reversals here, and the deck is, look at this. You can't even procreate. You're nurturing. Your desire to grow and to manifest things is just like gone. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands, a lot of fighting and conflict. So for those of you where most of this message doesn't apply in the positive sense, is because, like I said, you gave up a long time ago. Something or someone or some type of experience that you went through really drained you, and you just gave up. But you can't give up. If you want to get out of the situation that you're in, if you want your life to turn around, if you want to be on a different path and live out what is truly your purpose in life and where you should be in life, you've got to gain back your strength to take control. Look at that. What comes up? What did we say? You need to take control. This Queen of Swords energy needs to come back into you. You need to start tapping into your mental, into your foundation of spiritual strength, and start taking control. And look what happens when you do that. You begin to do the work and things will start happening. With the Five of Swords, people will try to tangle with you, but you're not going to walk away from the fight. You're gonna be right there fighting along, taking what is yours. See, they're harboring your strength. They're stopping things from coming full cycle for you and your ability to make money. Someone's coming in trying to help you to get you back up on your feet. Please take this person's advice and their help when they come, because emotionally there's someone else pulling the strings. They have you hanging. They have all your thoughts and ideas in suspense. You're in torment. And again, this is not all Sagittariuses. I feel like there's the few Saggies where you were this Queen of Pentacles and you allowed someone who was jealous of you, or someone who pretended to love you, pretended to be a partner, whether in the financial sense as a business partner or a partner in the romantic sense. But they played you. They played you. They used you for financial gain. They drew all your energy and turned your world upside down and took the power and the wealth that you had, which was yours, and made it their own. And now they have you like in this puppet hangman state. So for those of you who are in that energy, we've got to get you out of that. We've got to get you back focused on who you are as a Sagittarius and what you are as a child of God. Your strength, your ability to change, to grow, to manifest, to get through past whatever difficult circumstances life may bring you. In closing, we get frozen. There may be a hiring freeze. Some of you might be experiencing hiring freeze, or what you may want to do to get you out of the hole might not be affordable at this time. The future, plan for your future while living in the present. You're always supported by spirit. Those of you who are stuck, you're trying to plan for the future, but you just need more energy. You need more belief in you. You need to get yourself together mentally and physically. The answers, you're asking for answers, and the answers are coming towards you, but are you receiving them? You resolve your current situation, Sagittarius. Work-wise, you'll find unique ways to stand out. You'll find a new opening with job security. So if you had a partner that deceived you, this could be even the person maybe that you are in legal battle with, that's going to give you the victory. Maybe that's what's going to turn some of my Sagittarius who are on a low vibrational level right now. That's what's going to bring you back around and bring you back up to the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles that you were and are. The bottom of the deck, we close out with renewal. Yes, you need to take time to recharge your energy, Sagittarius, to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. So though some of you are on the top of your game, there's others of you, you're still struggling to get this renewal. Some of you are waiting for this judgment, this payday, this victory, this validation of whatever that was wrongly done to you or taken from you to be turned around, to experience this renewal. But you've got to do the work too. You can't just wait. You've got to take action. Let's just see what's in the middle of the deck. Spiritual work. Do some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insight into what work will best serve your needs. You got to do the spiritual work. What did I say? You got to take action. So as we close out this general weekly reading for the last week of August, all is well with most of my Saggies. For those of you who it isn't, it's because you haven't done the spiritual work. You gave up your power a long time ago, but you realize now that you were tricked. You realize that you were taken advantage of. Your eyes are open, you're woke, and you're going to do what you need to do. You just got to be strong to fight through. If it's a court case, like I said, that you're waiting or some type of victory to come through that, to help you get back on your feet financially, the victory is coming. But you still do the inner work that you need to do so that emotionally you can come back whole. Because we want you to be that Queen of Pentacles. We need you, Sagittarius, to be that Queen of Swords. Have a blessed August, and if I don't speak to you, have a beautiful, safe, and fun, and happy Labor Day.